Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's Mandy V. I'm here with my Mama V.
Hello everybody.
And today is kind of an exciting day. We have a little bit of an announcement to make for you guys. It's really important to us, and it has a lot to do with my bullying high school experience, and from the point of view of a mother. She knows more about it than I do, so I'm gonna let her take over and tell you a little bit about the book, and you guys can purchase the book. It'll be in my description, so go there and check it out for yourselves, but I'm gonna let my mom take over now.
Yeah, thanks Mandy. First of all, I just want to say that I'm so proud of you for talking about this very painful subject, because I know every time you have to relive it, it's difficult. And the second thing I want to say is that how proud I am of Caitlin for what she did, because that takes a lot of guts.
She's brave.
I mean, for her to come back into your life and say, look, I messed up, and not only do I want to do better, but I want to be an example to other people. That's just huge. And I just, Caitlin, you're amazing. And I just want to say that. I've been thinking it ever since I saw the video. I'm like, wow.
I told her we have to like celebrate. We all have to celebrate as a family and go out together.
So proud of her. It just sends such a positive message that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter if you mess up. The story's not over.
Yeah.
The story's not over until you do your part and make things right. And she has. And just from the people that have responded to us, to this, to these videos, you're making an impact, and both of you. So I'm so proud. So today I wanted to talk about the book that I read. So during Mandy's bullying, read? Did I say read?
You said read.
Book that I wrote. During Mandy's bullying, I kept a file. I wrote a lot of letters to anybody that would listen, because I wasn't getting any response from the school. And you have to understand that 6 years ago, there were no bullying laws. Basically, they would call, the school would call the police officers in, and they would sit there and they would tell you all the things that you shouldn't be doing on social media. In fact, they thought that her getting off of social media was the protection that she needed. And in a life and a world that's all about social media, that just wasn't a practical solution. And her dad and I knew that, and we really wanted the school to take a really good look at what was happening and to take action, and they really didn't. It's a very sad story, the fact that she had to be removed from school and the bullies got to have their day, got to be there, got to have their life as normal. And
it's like they won.
Yeah, their whole world, but they didn't.
No, but it's like from their perspective,
right.
It's like their victim gets pulled out of school, and then on top of that, she's being told that she needs to take her social media off and change her number and do all these life-altering things, and then they don't have to do anything.
That's right. And so I kept, so every letter I wrote, I started with the Ministry of Education, right up to the Prime Minister's office. I wrote everybody that would listen to her story. Pretty much within a year of Mandy's bullying incident, laws came in Canada. And I would really like to think that our story played a role in that. And I'm so thankful that there is, because kids can't do this today and get away with it. There's a whole different world out there. And writing things down and threatening people online is gonna hurt you in a very big way. So you think twice about doing it.
You can be charged.
Absolutely.
It's serious.
It's Canadian law. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but I know Canadian law, you can't do that anymore.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really proud of you. I'm proud that you came through this to the other side. I'm proud that you are an incredible human being. You're so loving, you're so caring.
I try.
You made sure that you were never a bystander in any situation.
No.
Whether it was an animal being hurt to a person being hurt.
No.
And I think that this made you who you are today. And so thank you, all of you girls out there who contributed, because she came out the other side very beautifully. So I kept all my notes. I kept journals during the time, because Mandy and I were very close during that time. And we kind of, I've always told her, when you're a child and you go through pain, your mother times that by 20. more than that, times that by 100 as to what we go through as parents, watching you go through that pain. So me writing this book was something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I've done it over probably, I started writing it about 6 months into the incident happening, and the incidences, I should say, not just one incident, but I kept notes, I kept letters, I kept diaries, and I kept putting it together and writing, and each year I would write more, and here we are 6 years later, and I've completed the book, and I'm so excited. It's now online on jessivmerch.com. It's the downloadable version, because I wanted to get it out there as quickly as possible, because I really think it could help. I think it could help people going through it. I think it could help bullies that are hurting people that don't realize the impact on families. It's not just one person being bullied. It's many people in their lives that are affected. So this is what I really want to get across, what actually happens when you mess with someone's life. So I'm really excited. What I want to do is I want to read just a brief excerpt from the book, just to get you interested and see what it's all about. So this was when I got a phone call from the school. So there were many times when I had to just drop everything at work and drive straight to the school. So many times. Yes, so many times. I thought back to this morning when I dropped Mandy off at school. I thought she looked like she was going to war. Her lips were set and her green eyes were sad. Her head was bowed, and I silently chastised myself for putting her through this. I looked over her and smiled. "Have a good day, baby," I said. I felt like my voice had betrayed my true feelings as her eyes caught mine. She knew me too well. So it's just, as a mother, when we know our children are going through hurt and heartbreak and pain, we try to make them feel like everything's okay, it's gonna be okay, but deep down inside we know that there's a lot out of our control. There's a lot that we don't know. We can't be with them.
Yeah.
So we trust that the people that care for our kids are gonna have their back, are gonna be there for them, are going to, be their voice when they have none, be their protectors when they're not being protected, be, the angels when they need them, when they need comforting. And so many people let us down, but there were many, I want to just say, that didn't. There were many that did come through, and I shouldn't say many, there were a few.
There was not many.
There was a few.
There's like 2.
There was a guidance counselor that actually worked really hard with us to help us through things. She was helpful, but there was a lot she couldn't control.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So she would try to help, but there were so many times where she was like, it's not in my position to be able to do anything about it, because she's just a guidance counselor, so she's just there for you to talk to, kind of like a therapist. But she did her best, and she was there for us when other people were not. Yeah. And there was a VP, and I can't even remember her name. Valley. Yeah, she was incredible. She really came through at the very end of it when we were having issues with other VPs that just were not helping out. So we were really grateful for those few that really were there. And after Mandy's story broke out in the news and she graduated, even after she graduated from high school, we had a lot of parents and kids, even at the same school, write to us, message us, going through the same issues and just wanting to talk about it. And, I think these types of things are really important to talk about. That's why the series that you're doing is so very important, because there are kids out there still suffering. And, unfortunately, even with laws in effect, there are ways they can be bullied without people finding out. And they're going through so much each and every day. And I said in my book, it was like she was going to war. I was sending her off to war every day. And there was a battle at school every day that she was fighting that nobody else understood but her. And I just want to say that, there's help out there. If people are not listening, if there's someone that you go to and they're not hearing you, go somewhere else. Because eventually someone will hear you and someone will help you. And that's what you need. You need help, and you need support, and you need someone to back you. And that's so important. And to all the kids out there at school, especially starting over school, the new year, find those who are alone. Find those who look upset.
lonely, out of place. Simple little things like come sit with us.
And those are the best friends you'll ever make too. Those are the most loyal friends you'll ever make.
Do your part, because that may seem like nothing for you. You may be surrounded by lots of great friends, a lot of great people, but you would have made that person's day. You would have made their whole high school. They may think of you, you know, when high school's over and they realize the people that really came through for them. So please don't ever be a bystander. Don't sit back and watch it. Report it. If you don't feel comfortable jumping in and helping because you think that maybe you could get hurt, that's fine. Go and get an adult. Go and get help. Just don't be a bystander. It's actually,
don't do nothing.
It's sometimes worse than the bully.
It is
because
worse.
The bully can't do it without a support system. They need people backing them up and supporting them. They can't bully alone. They don't want to bully alone.
It's the there's this quote that I read. One of my subs wrote a comment on my last video with Caitlin, and it was a quote, and I don't know who wrote it or what it's from, but it says it's not the words of the bully, it's the silence of our friends.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, and that really spoke volumes to me, because it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the silence of our friends, and it's the bystanders that really hurt you the most.
Yeah, it's true, because they're the ones that you count on and love and expect to be there for you. So, and you know, it's scary. School is scary, and I get it. You don't want to be picked on. You don't want to be the next target. But you know what? Someone has to start making a difference. Someone has to start standing up. And you may not get, you know, the praise at that moment. You may not get the pat on the back, but you need to know within yourself that you're making a difference and you're doing something that's right. And that's what is really important.
And karma is a real thing. Good karma, bad karma, it's a real thing. So when you put your good, kind, friendly, you know, vibes out into the world and you help people that need your help, it's gonna circle around and it's gonna come back to you. And the same thing goes with negativity and cruelty and rudeness and all of that stuff. If you're a bully, it's gonna come right back around.
And I've always said, bullies are not people that are secure, well-rounded.
They're going through their own thing.
They are probably bullies. To have to bully and hurt someone, you have to be not okay with yourself. You have to have low self-esteem.
You need therapy.
Mental health issues. They could be bullied. They could see it at home. They could come from a family where they're being bullied. There's
always a reason.
Yeah, there's so many things. A well-rounded individual who's got everything together does not need to bully someone. They're the people stepping up and making other people feel good.
Yeah.
So be the better person and don't be a bystander.
And read my mom's book.
Please read my book. I would love that. And please let us know what you think of it. I would love to hear back from you.
And if you have any, you know, mothers out there that would be interested in something like this, or if you're getting bullied in school, if you have been bullied in school before, tell your parents about this book. Read it.
Yeah, it's good for kids and it's good for
everyone.
moms.
It's good for everyone.
It's just a good read and it's a real true story. So, yeah. So thank you so much for having me.
No
Enjoy
problem.
the book.
Anytime.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know. Comment down below. If you get it and you read it, leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think. Tweet me, Instagram me. I want to know.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks for being here, Mom.
Oh, anytime, sweetheart. So proud of you. Love you.
Okay, I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.